Today I'll be showing you how to counter the PLUCKS and LANE STEALs in NBA 2K24. Now let me break down how the LANE STEALs work before I tell you how to counter them. So you're gonna see in this clip right here, he goes for a reach and it completely throws him out the play and he's not able to get a steal. So a lot of 2K players will probably say like, oh, they pressed square and they didn't get the steal and kind of blame it on 2K. And at times, I do be feeling the same way, like 2K be BSing with the steals, but other times some people just don't understand the mechanics of how the steals work in this game. So to really break down this clip, you're gonna see right here, the corner defender reaches. Now if I were to throw the pass right here and he were to reach, this would be a good steal attempt and he most likely would get a good steal animation and steal the ball. The reason why he gets thrown out the play afterwards is because you're gonna see he's backing up and kind of sliding to the right to like bump my teammate, and then he's reaching. So the main problem here is that he's positioning himself to the right, but he's reaching to the left. And the way this game works is you have to position yourself where you're trying to go for the steal. So since he's trying to position himself to the right and he's going for a steal, he's not in the passing lane. The passing lane is going this way because this is a lead pass, and he's positioning himself to the right and trying to go for a steal over there. So this is why he gets completely thrown out the play, because he's sliding to the right. And now I'll use this clip too to show what I mean, how people don't position themselves in the right places when they're going for steals. Once I come off the screen, my center has a slip, and when he's going for the slip, their shooting guard is stepping towards the slip. He's positioning himself to the right towards the slip. So when I throw the pass, he's reaching for a pass that's going to be more towards his left. So when he actually goes for the steal, he gets a bad animation because he's not in position to get a steal. He's in position to steal a pass to the slip, not a pass over here. Now, since you know how lane steals work in this game now, I'll explain to you how to counter them. So you're going to see in this possession right here, I'm bringing the ball up. I'm getting double teamed or about to get double teamed because we have an AI, and you're going to see right here, I'm able to get a dot to my shooting guard. Now, the reason why I'm able to do this is because I'm reading the defender's patterns and their behaviors as I'm dribbling the ball. So basically what I mean is, I know a double team might come because we have an AI on me. So I'm dribbling the ball and I'm just sizing them up so like they basically stay off of me. But what I notice is this defender right here is stepping towards me. So I know he's not fully like focused on my shooting guard. So I know there's going to be a pocket for me to throw the pass to my shooting guard. It's just about when I'm going to throw the pass. So what I do is I come back left. Usually I would go back right to like bait this defender to come in more, but I know he's gonna stay right here. So I throw the icon pass right away because I just feel like he's gonna back up again. And you can see right here, he gets a wide open shot and it's green. And another thing you probably didn't even notice in this clip, I want you guys to pay attention to this defender right here. Pay attention to him the whole possession. Just watch him. Just watch what he's doing. He's just reaching for no reason at all. And I'm gonna use this to point out that most defenders, I'm not even gonna say defenders, most people with high stealing builds, they aren't really defenders. Most people are reaching with like no thought. Unless you're somebody that's playing comp pro-am or like the best stage players, most people with high stealing builds actually aren't stealing for a reason. So this guy right here that's reaching, he's just reaching hoping that I throw the ball by him. He's not reaching because I'm showing him a pattern and he feels like I'm gonna throw the ball at a certain time. So since he's doing that, the ball is basically in my court. I make the decision. So I want to use that defender reaching for no reason to show this next clip and to basically emphasize you as a guard, or even if you're a big or a lock, when you throw passes, you want to be patient and don't throw the first obvious pass. So this clip right here, you're gonna see we're coming up the court on transition, and you're gonna see right here, my shooting guard, he has like this whole like backdoor cut to work with, but I'm not gonna throw the ball up the court right away. I'm gonna be patient, and you're gonna see why. As I'm bringing the ball up, pay attention to this defender right here. You're gonna see he reaches once, and then right here he reaches again, and then I throw the pass and he's able to get a dunk. Now in this possession, when this defender reaches, it has more thought to it, because he's basically trying to take away that first option that I have to throw the pass, and then he reaches again to take away that second option. So me being patient, I don't throw a turnover. Now what I'm doing is I'm bringing the ball up the court, and I'm able to throw the ball at a better passing angle. So sometimes all you have to do is just to wait the defender's reach out. You see, I wait the first reach out, and then I wait the second one out, and then I throw it. Before I tell you how to counter plucks, you want to learn how to do your escape cross so that you can crab people, and you also want to learn how to fast stop so it can help you to get the ball up the court, and you can also crab people with it, as you'll see in this clip right here. But I've already done an in-depth hand cam tutorial on how to fast stop and crab, so I'll leave a link to that video in the description so you guys could check it out after this video. Now I want you to see any clips that you see from Dime Time where I'm wearing green and the other team has on yellow. I want you to know I'm on my 5'7" point guard with like a 93 ball handle and like an 83 speed with ball. I want you guys to see what I'm going up against. You're gonna see that their point guard has a 94 perimeter defense with 99 steal, and the other guard literally has a 94 perimeter defense with a 99 steal. So as a guard, I want you to understand, most locks, unless you're playing comp pro-am and like the top stage players all the time, most locks are gonna try and bump you up the court. They're going to play your middle right here, and they're gonna wait for you to cross over and then reach and try and steal the ball. I'm going to tell you, 90% of people with high steal builds play like that. So as a guard, the most important thing that you can learn is how to keep going the same exact side, like going in one direction. So right here, you're gonna see I'm going to the left, I stop, and then I keep going to the left, and he gets a foul. Because like I'm saying, most defenders are just waiting for you to cross over so that they can steal the ball. So now we're taking this into a different possession. You're gonna see, I know he's playing my middle, I go to the left, I stop moving, I do a double cross, and I keep going the same way, and I'm able to beat him up the court, and he gets clipped on the screen. You want to know why? Because he's continuously only playing my middle. So in situations like this, it's important for you to just take the open three, or to take your pull-up midi or mid-range. This same concept applies if you're playing 3v3 or 5v5, it doesn't matter. A lot of times you just have to not cross over, and you'll be able to beat the defender, because that's literally what he's giving you. So now for the next piece of advice, I'm gonna play this clip for y'all. Keys, go wing, stay wing, cross. 99 stealing. This is what they defense. Yo. So from a live perspective, it seems like what I just did was pretty simple, and we just somehow got an open three. But I'm gonna break down what I did here. So basically, the advice you should take from that is all I did is I just used their own aggressiveness against them. Right here, when I tell my shooting guard to stay wing and then I tell him to cross, the first thing that I'm doing is that I'm forcing these two defenders to have to communicate to each other. They have to tell each other, yo, am I chasing or are we switching? It forces them to communicate rather than me have to deal with this defender one-on-one and them not having to talk. And two, I know this defender is gonna come and try and trap and blitz me, because they both have 99 steals. Most people with a 99 steal, unless like you're a top comp pro-am defender, most people with a 99 steal are just gonna reach and not be disciplined. So I know he's gonna go for the trap as soon as I go over there and completely leave his man alone. So that's how I'm able to go and get this open 3-pointer. Since they're so aggressive, they're showing their hand too much. I know when they're gonna reach, I know when they're gonna try and go for a blitz, I know when they're gonna go for a lane. So all I have to do is make the right decision. You don't want to let their aggressiveness speed you up and overcomplicate the game. You could literally do 1-2 moves and literally get open or get somebody else open by not doing too much. A lot of people, they might think, yo, I gotta do 3 different L2 cancels. I have to be the best dribbler in the game in order to get open on somebody with such high defensive ratings. And sometimes that's not the case. All it's really about is about making the right decision, whether that's after your first dribble or after 5 dribbles. It all depends on the situation, and you just have to read and react to that. Even in this possession right here, I want you guys to see something. Sometimes a lockdown's aggression can lose them the game and them reaching too much. You're gonna see we're down 16-18, and I want you guys to just watch this possession live.
All right here, I'm up spam square.
Oh! Dumb. Why he following Reggie to the paint? Stupid.
So you guys can see, once we get the steal, they're up 2 points. This lockdown, I don't know why, but he's stepping over to the slip, and the reason why he's doing that is because he probably thinks this big man is gonna run out to his corner and then he'll try and go for a steal. But him gambling like that when I have sharp take just put us up 1 because he wants to be too aggressive. And now you'll see right here in the final possession at 18-19, again, I'm using his aggressiveness against him. You're gonna see right here, he's guarding me all the way up here from about 75. He's guarding me at the whole other hash line in the back court. And you're gonna see, what do? Do 1 move, I go straight, and I get an easy slip. It looks simple, but you have to understand the fact that he's playing me so high. I'm using that to my advantage. I'm not gonna dribble in his face, allow him to get a pluck. I'm just gonna run in a straight line. That's 1, and 2, since he played so high, he's getting clipped by a screen at the whole other 3-point line. Now the big man has to guard this whole area. The big man has to guard this whole area, and I'm faster than him. So as I keep running, the big man has to decide, am I gonna play a drop right here? He doesn't know if I'm gonna drive, if I'm gonna go for a midi fade, a corner fade. He doesn't know. So now he causes the big to have to make a decision because the lock just allowed the whole defense to get broken down. So you're gonna see the big man steps a little bit, and this gives an angle for my center to slip, and we get a free 2. Also, another thing too about this, if you're a beginner guard, a lot of you might not know this, but when you finally get the defender to get clipped on the screen, sometimes your best option is to long drag the screen, go wide, continue to run so that the big has to step out. Like a lot of people, especially me, when I first started playing guard, if you beat the lock, you don't want to just stop right here at the wing and allow the lock to come back. If I stopped right here, the slip for my big man would have never been open because this big man wouldn't have had to step up at me. But instead what I did is I continued to run to the corner to make the big have to make a choice. So again, a lot of times with aggressive defenders, you don't have to overcomplicate the game for yourself. You could literally, all I did was just run and we got a wide open 2. And I'll even show you some of these possessions. You're gonna see right here, he's guarding me from 94 feet. He's just trying to reach. So I just run in a straight line. What do I need a L2 cancel and the dribble left and right for? I'm just gonna run right by him. Once I get by him, you're gonna notice how the way I'm dribbling, how I get myself an open 3. When you really think about it, I didn't do anything special. Let me show you right here. You're gonna see I'm only really just dribbling back and forth in this side. I'm dribbling from right here to right here. But because of his aggression, he jumps the screen for no reason and I get myself open. Any disciplined defender knows if somebody's dribbling side to side, just stand still and I'm gonna dribble right into you. But me knowing this is an aggressive defender, he's gonna jump the screen for no reason when I'm not over there, and I get a wide open shot. Same thing you're gonna see on this possession. The over aggressiveness by the defender is what basically gets me open. You're gonna see right here, he reaches for no reason, and because of that, he has to recover, and I'm able to get an open three. And in this last possession, I'm gonna show you, I done seen how overly aggressive he is. So all I do is I bait out his like aggressiveness by, you're gonna see right here, I dribble, I do a little misdirection cross into behind the back. The misdirection cross got him to reach, and now he's out of the play, getting hit by a screen, and I get a wide open three-pointer. So the last two important tips that I could really give is that, to be honest with you guys, turnovers are bound to happen. Go look at NBA players. There's no NBA player that has a season with 0 turnovers unless it's somebody that doesn't play. Every star player has a turnover. So if you get a turnover, the biggest thing is do not get rattled. If you get one turnover, it is what it is. Sometimes 2K does allow a BS pluck or a BS steal, but you as a point guard, especially if you are a point guard, be able to manage the game. Do not get rattled. Do not cause that to affect your overall game and cause you to actually start throwing bad passes and being scared and making your confidence go down. As a point guard, a turnover is bound to happen. It's just up to you to control that and to prevent that from continuously happening. And then the last important tip to come after that is, you could practice your L2 cancels, your fast stops, all your dribble moves in the My Court. Well, not the My Court, but you know we got that Gatorade facility. You guys could practice all the moves, but really and truthfully, the best way to get better after all of that is going in game to the Pro-Am, the rec, wherever you play, stage, park, wherever you play, going out there against an actual defender in a real game setting where there's more pressure on you. That's the best way to get reps. And of course, the first time, the first 2 times, it's not going to look that pretty. You might lose a game or 2, but over time, you're slowly going to get better. Speaking of getting better, if you guys want to get better on the 1v1 court, be sure to check out my last video where I show my bulldozer lockdown build and I show you 3 gameplays of me dropping people off.